debate over legal protections of faith healing in Idaho has catapulted to the national and even international stage, and that's causing state lawmakers to give the matter another look. But Republican leadership says it's not a simple matter to legislate. Jake Miller's live in studio with more.
Faith healing stems from the belief that prayer alone can treat an illness. Practitioners are often suspicious of medical intervention. Health officials say the results are too often preventable deaths, especially of young children. Some religious subgroups in Idaho are now under the microscope for their faith healing practices. I got caught up with the Boise family now carrying the standard for victims fighting for change. 20-year-old Mariah Walton has become the poster child for the issue of faith healing in Idaho. An untreated heart condition as a child has destroyed her lungs. She was too ill to talk on camera, but her sister Emily has stood by her side in the fight for change.
Of course, I want to see the law changed because I know it'll save children's lives. But, this really should have been done a couple years ago.
Faith healing is not a new controversy in the state. A task force for Governor Otter found one religious community in Canyon County had a child mortality rate of 31%, 10 times the state average. Idaho statute specifically protects criminal child abuse if inaction is the result of religious beliefs. It's a step too far for Walton.
In America, we have all kinds of things that impinge on many different ideas that people might have about their religion, right? And simply letting a child die infringes on their freedom to live. And so we have to draw a line somewhere, and probably death is one of those lines.
Idaho is one of only 6 states with these religious protections. With new national attention on the matter, lawmakers in the Republican leadership are putting it on the docket.
This is not an easy issue by any stretch of the imagination. It's a very, very difficult issue to deal with.
House Assistant Majority Leader Brent Crane sees the issue pitting 2 fundamental rights against each other. On the one hand, you have the First Amendment right of religious practice.
On the other side of that argument, however, is does someone have a right to use their religion as a shield, potentially, that would endanger a child?
The complex and delicate nature of the issue has lawmakers stepping lightly, but Crane says those steps are happening.
Stuff is happening and people are trying to figure out if we can come up with a solution to this complex problem.
It's the informal conversations happening now that are laying the groundwork for next year's legislative session. Governor Otter has asked House Speaker Scott Bedke to form a working group this summer to investigate faith healing protections. No word yet from the Speaker if he will call such a group together. Reporting live in the studio, I'm Jake Melder, 6 on your side.